All righty, welcome back to the next PHC 2015 hockey. We got a Saturday afternoon matinee for you against our Crossbridge rivals, the Philadelphia Little Flyers here in Aston, PA. We expect fast-paced hockey. We know these players, they can play at a high pace. So this game should be fast and furious. We'll get into the keys today. Following up on that fast and furious, the idea, and much the same as we've talked about all season, the idea in hockey is real simple. We need to get the puck, and we need to score the puck. And the keys to that strategy in any game is passing, puck possession and passing. So puck possession and passing. We need to want the puck. We need to be hungry for it. We need to go get the puck, and then we need to possess the puck, move the puck, and hopefully score some goals, and lots of them today in the Saturday afternoon matinee. We worked on passing was a focus in all three touches in practice this week. Coltman Williams should get the start in net today. He's in the red and blue pads in there, coming off a stellar start in Canada. Looking to follow that up with another one, getting the feel for the puck. But again, we want to actually possess the puck and try to control it, pin these guys down in their zone, and move the puck around. It comes down to puck possession and passing. Warm-up's looking a little different. Trying to go with that puck possession and passing. Coming in towards the net. Hang with us, and we'll be back. There's 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in this warm-up, and we'll get going in this heated AYHL matchup today from Aston, PA. Alrighty, under 2 minutes left. Ellie Shaw now getting a feel for the puck in our all-white pads. Again, we need to play fast and furious. We need the puck. We need to possess that puck. We need to pass that puck and deposit that biscuit in their basket as many times as possible, hopefully early and often. Stick with us. There's a minute and 20 seconds, and the pucks will come into the net. They'll collect it up. They'll fire up, go to their benches for their final messages from the coach, and then we'll get underway. Alrighty. Alrighty, that horn sounds. On warm-ups, pucks are in at the net. They're collecting. And they're breaking from their net with my favorite cheer in hockey. 1, 2, 3, who are we? PHC. We got PHC the screen left in their road blues. Little Flyers in their whites. On the home bench, the screen right. Hang with us for another minute and 20 seconds or so, and we'll get under action here. All right, both teams collecting at their respective benches. Getting their message from their coaches. Coltman Williams starting in the crease today. Tending the crease and the red pipes for us. We need a strong effort out in front of them. Coach Dannenhauer sending out Max Roach between Lucas Sauer and Johnny Gerbevec with Josh the Flash Fazio and Billy Maurer on the back end. We got Coltman Williams in the net, and we're getting ready to go here. Should be fast and furious. All right. Referee blows his whistle, acknowledges the both goalies in the score keep. Are we ready? Puck is dropped. We're underway. That one gets back towards the Little Flyer zone. They'll collect and try to chip it into the neutral zone. They move it to the far boards. Fazio gets a stick on it. Roach with the back pressure. Cuts it off. Fazio's going to step up. He's going to try to play it far side, but it hits the Little Flyers in the derriere, and they collect the top of the house. Gets to the backhand, fires it in wide of Colton Williams. Maurer gets to it in the corner. Roach in support, picks it up. He's going to use his own net. Comes around the net, kicks it back to his skates. He gets up to the half wall. He's going to go for a skate here. Gets it in the neutral zone. Cross the red, cross the blue. I thought so. Yes, we were a step off sides there. They whistle it dead. And that one will come back out into the neutral zone for a face-off. Now we got Declan Spittle's line out there. He's centering Brady Carr and Logan Putrero with Big Mike Winton and Brock Dannenhauer on the back end. Spittle trying to kick this forward. Putrero steps through the zone, pushes it in. Little Flyers collect and move it back into the neutral zone. Winton steps to this one, trying to cut it off. Push it up the board. Putrero collects and support. This one is pushed into the neutral zone. We had a winger and a center go after it, and it gets pushed back wide. Dannenhauer's going to step to the pressure. Little Flyers get off the wall. They play it in front, and they slide one in for an early strike against PHC. So that one fumbled in our own zone. They come off the sidewall with it. They step through uncovered, unmatched, and find an early strike against us. Change of lines. We got Max Anutsiuk out now, centering Ryan Bryant, Henry Vince, with Josh Fazio and Ethan Nunez on the blue line. Anutsiuk wins this one back. Bryant chips it forward. Little Flyers will collect. They get outside. They carry this one in the zone. Nunez trying to contain outside the dots. They'll chase behind. We got a center now on it. Anutsiuk in the far corner. Fazio is going to step to it in support. They're letting him play up the boards. He moves it to the top of the house. They step in. They fire. Hits a body in front. Gets into the far corner. Anutsiuk's going to collect it. Look to play it and chips it up in the air off the boards. I hit something on the bench. Bounced down, but no whistle. Play continues. Little Flyers collect. Gain the line. Nunez throws it off the boards. And now we have a tripping penalty. So PHC whistled for an early infraction here. Looks like it's number 12, Henry Vince, going to the box. So we got Max Roach and Johnny Gerbevec called upon to kill this one off with Dannenhauer and Maurer on the back end. Face off to the left of Colton Williams. Roach ties up his center. Howard jumps in the lane, gets this one out into the neutral zone. Gerberbeck put the pressure on it. It was chipped back, and Roach collects. He gains the line. He's going to skate this one deep into the corner. He's going to try to come back up the wall to Howard. Reverses back into the corner, gets towards the net, pulls back up, slides it across. It's kicked aside by the Little Flyer goalie, and the Little Flyers will collect. It's kept in at the point by Maurer. Pushed down behind the Little Flyers net. Gerberbeck in after it. Little Flyers reverse that behind their own net. A good first pass, and now they're looking to come out of the zone with numbers. It's played in the neutral zone. Maurer collects. He puts it down the wall where it came from. Little Flyers collect it, and they're going to step into the zone. They're driving wide. They push him and contain him outside the net. Max Roach and Maurer. Maurer with a good stick. Keep him pushing. You guys step to him. He gets fired back in behind Colton Williams' net. They play it back out in front. Elevate it. Elevate it. Early strike again. It's a 2-0 lead for the Little Flyers here early in this one. Power play strike by the Little Flyers. We'll collect, and now Declan Spittle's line is called upon to try to get this one back. Spittle collects this one out to face off. He's going to push it deep, and now they're going to get in after it. Bucciarero first to put the pressure on. Gains the puck. He's going to use the net, trying to slide it to Carr. It gets past Carr. It gets to Fazio at the point. Fazio tries to play it forward. It's off a shin pad and kicked into the neutral zone. Witten's going to step to it. He's going to put it far side to Spittle. Spittle has some white ice. He's going to get into the zone. He's going to drive wide, take it down into the corner. He's got 2 Little Flyers on him. He needs support. Bucciarero trying to come in. They play it up the half wall. The Little Flyers looking to throw it through the neutral zone. Witten with a good step, keeping it in front of him. Little Flyers collect. Bodies are going down. It's played by Spittle back to Fazio. Fazio plays it to Carr. He's got a pinching defenseman. Little Flyers win it off the half wall. Good stick lift by Spittle. And now Bucciarero trying to get it and move it across. Misses it off the half wall. Nunez collects, puts it back up the wall to Bucciarero. Bucciarero steps off the wall. He plays it to Spittle. Spittle plays it to Carr. Carr trying to make a move. He's shouldered. No body check, no interference. And now he's going to get a retaliatory call as he dumped a defenseman, and then there's some taunting going on. Got to keep control. So we're man down. Face off to the right of Colton Williams. Max Anucciuk and Ryan Bryant up front to kill this one off with Dannenhauer and Nunez. Ryan Bryant steps to the zone. The Little Flyers collect. Second effort by Anucciuk. Does not get out of the zone. It's fired in. Colton Williams sees it the whole way, hangs on to it. Squeezes that one in with his blocker. We'll repeat from the same side. Face off to the right of Williams. Key defensive zone here. Anucciuk trying to put this one in the corner. Gets this one to the corner, and Dannenhauer collects. He's going to stop behind his own net. He's going to come back. He's going to 360 and reverse out the other side. Now he's going to come back behind his own net. And he's going to play this one out. A play up over the glass, hits the netting. So we'll reset and do it again from the right of Colton Williams. Not in this level, no. Unlike the NHL, there is no delay of game when you fire it out. They're actually going to move it to the left of Colton Williams because the shot the referees deemed the last play on the puck was from that side. But there is no delay of game called at this level. Little Flyers win this one back to the point. Play it forward. It gets into the corner. Dannenhauer's going to step to it. Keeps it in the corner. It's played out in front where Anucciuk will get a stick on it. And now he's going to play it ahead off the back of the skates of Bryant. Bryant will collect, play it off the half wall. Little Flyers collect at their blue line and move it far side. They come into the zone looking for the trailer. It gets through, gets behind Colton Williams' net. They play it back out to the point. Little Flyers collect. Fired through. Dannenhauer has got a stick on that one. Dannenhauer collects. He plays it ahead to Bryant. Bryant plays it ahead to Anucciuk. Anucciuk's in the neutral zone. Gets across the red. Dumps it deep, and they go for a full change at the bench. Little Flyers will collect behind their own net. Skate it up and try to play it across ice. Fazio stepped to it, but Little Flyers gain, get off the wall. It's played back across. Colton Williams slides across and makes a huge save. Keeps it out of the back of net. Wraparound attempt. It's played back out in front. Williams fights it off with the blocker, keeping his nose over that puck. Challenges and makes the save. The net is off. Referees are coming in to help Coltman Williams reset his net. We'll have a defensive zone. Man down face off to the left. Colton Williams. It's one back to the point. Fire through. Coltman sees it through traffic, squeezes that one in his catch glove. We'll reset and do it again. Penalties killed off. We're back to even strength here. That gets out past the Little Flyers defense. When they throw it across, it was read by Sauer. You've got a stick on it, unable to collect, and the Little Flyers are moving the other way with it. Little Flyers step down the wall into the PHC zone. Lucas Sauer with good back pressure. Transitions and hands off to Fazio. Roach steps through, picks this one off, and now he gets outside and plays it forward to Gerbevec. Gerbevec trying to get a step. He gets past one. Good back pressure by the Little Flyers. Able to collect and go D to D with it. Sauer's going to pick it off on the half wall. He throws it towards the net. It's kicked away by the Little Flyer goaltender and played back up the wall. Witten trying to keep that one coming 85 feet. Unable to do so. Gets pushed back in the PHC zone where Dannenhauer will play it up to Sauer. Sauer's interfered with. And again, no call, as he was separated from a puck that was not on his stick. Pucciarero coming in off the bench, keeps this one. Witten steps and throws it back down the wall. Pucciarero comes out of the corner with it, fires it on net. Blocker save, rebounds in the feet. We don't see it. Little Flyers collect. Dannenhauer keeps at the point. It's played back across, stick to side by the Little Flyer goaltender. Little Flyers left their feet. That's a typical charging penalty, but nothing called. Roach has got it, and he's skating around top of the zone. Plays it back out in front. Sauer gets a shot, gets a second one. Good saves, kicked aside. Gets out to the point where Dannenhauer will keep. Off a skate, the Little Flyers will come off the wall with it. Spittle picks that one off. He steps into the zone, and I don't believe that one was offside, but I am behind the play, as is the referee. Blows it dead. So both teams will change their personnel. We'll have a neutral zone face-off here, just outside the Little Flyer zone. Spittle wins this to the half wall. Carr pushes it forward. Gets played back into the Little Flyer zone. Carr playing above it, keeps it. Gets past him, and now Fazio is going to contain. Fazio picks this one off on the wall, loses an edge. It gets out in front. Nooner steps through, collects, and plays that puck into the corner. Spittle tries to chip at the Carr. Carr tries to play it out. He gets it out, looking for Spittle. Gets out into the neutral zone. Carr's following it up. He picks it off. He gets across the red. He gets across the blue. He's got someone coming late. He fires, looking far side, blocker to side. Little Flyers collect. But Pucciarero steps in there. He keeps it off, keeps it in, turns, fires, and it ends up in the back of the net. He did the same thing Carr did. He was going blocker side. He put it low and then found the flow, and it hit the back of the net. 2-1. Moving the goalie left to right and shooting back to the right. That's where you call shooting back from where you came from. You often have some higher success with that. Manuciuk wins this draw, but the Little Flyers step through the lane. Manuciuk collects. He pushes it forward. Bryant picks it up at the red line. He gets across the blue. He throws it across, looking for Vince. Off of Vince's feet, and it's into the corner. Little Flyers will collect. They'll play it up the wall. Maurer steps in and keeps. Vince trying to come out of the corner with it. He'll put it back to Ryan Bryant. Ryan Bryant trying to come out in front with it. He's going to reverse and use the net. Loses the puck, and the Little Flyers trying to skate this one out, lose an edge. Manuccio playing above it. He picks it off on the wall. He pushes it down into the corner. Little Flyers collect behind their own net. It gets pushed out the other wall. Thrown up. Dannenhauer will try to keep. It gets past him into the neutral zone. He's going to turn back. He's going to step off the wall with it. He steps into traffic. And now the Little Flyers looking to make a move, but trip over the red line. Ryan Bryant will pick it up. He'll push it back into the middle. Little Flyers step across the red. Henry Vince with a good stick up ice. He gets one. He pushes it deep. And now they'll look to go to the bench for a full change. We've got Max Roach coming off with a head of steam. And Johnny Gerbervac playing above it. Little Flyers move this one into the neutral zone where they're met by Roach. Roach plays it back to Fazio. Fazio chips it off the wall, steps past him, allows Gerbervac to collect it, and then follows it up. And now Fazio plays it far side to Sauer. Sauer collects and puts it deep, trying to get it in on net, but it's picked off by a defensive stick. Little Flyers will regroup. They'll play it up the wall. Roach reads that one. He's fighting 3-on-1. Sauer tries to join the battle. He gets it deep. Little Flyers push it D to D. They throw it out to the point. Fazio keeps it, pushes it down behind the wall. Gerbervac collects. He's going to push it out in front. Gets out in front off the stick. Doesn't get in. Good look, good idea. Mike Witten keeps at the far point. He plays it back where the Little Flyers will collect behind their net. Now, they collect. They make a good pass coming out, and then they push it deep. Fazio collects at his own blue line, pushes it back. Little Flyers hold at the blue line. Fazio cuts it off, and then he chips it forward to Gerbervac. Gerbervac has a step. He's got help far side. Trying to play it across the Sauer. Right idea. Little Flyers read it and pick it off. Roach keeps this one in. It's down into the far corner. Little Flyers will reverse up their wall. It's played out to the point. No one's home as deep PHC was in a line change, but Dauerhauer's going to pick this one off. He's on sides. He gets off the wall with it, trying to push it across. He's hooked and held on to. Referees spot it, and they say he was interfered with a little too long, a little too much, and they whistle this one dead. So, PHC should have their first man up opportunity. Power plays today, brought by an accounting firm, SLPK. It's coming in the year end. You need help with your taxes? Hey, call my pal Sal. My pal Sal at SLPK. He'll hook you up. Great advice. Puck is dropped. It's back to the point. Nunez keeps it down in the zone. Little Flyers will collect. Try to throw it out into the neutral zone. It gets past Dauerhauer. Dauerhauer's in a foot race to this puck. He's going to collect it at roughly the hash marks. He's going to try to use his own net. Little 10-2 action and then keeps going. Dauerhauer pushes it ahead looking for Pucciarera, but it was played out in front of him. It's thrown back down the wall. Nunez is going to collect. He's going to try to put it in the center seam. He finds Carr. Carr gets across the line. He's met by an angle by a Little Flyer back checker who's going to use their own net with Spittle in on it. They'll throw it down. It'll get down and it'll die right in the center seam. So Dauerhauer's going to collect this one. He's going to use his own net. No, he reverses up. He's going to go up the far wall or the near wall with it. Gets out of the neutral zone. Little Flyers will cut that one off and they'll collect and throw it back. Nunez collects this one. He's trying to find Carr on the far side. Little Flyers step into the lane. Play this one deep. Nunez is going to collect. He's going to use his own net. Gets his eyes up, looking for Pucciarera, was hanging out in the neutral zone. Neutral zone, he gets it, trying to get off the wall with a net with the white jersey, and they push it back forward. Now Dauerhauer is going to collect this one. Dauerhauer is going to step around him. He's going to move. He moves it across the ice, trying to find Pucciarera. Pucciarera tries to step back and collect this one. Now he's going to skate this one, plays it ahead to Spittle. Spittle gets across the line. He gets in deep into the corner. Collects it, uses the net. He's looking for help out front. In a line change. Waiting for support. He steps off the wall. He gets his eyes up. He plays it back down in the corner. Little Flyers step into the lane. They pick this one off, and now they're moving the other way. Fazio is going to try to match speed and contain. They move to Mauer's side. Mauer's going to contain outside. Spittle with the back check. It's blocked to the side by Colton Williams, and now Ryan Bryant collects. He hits Pucciarera. Pucciarera is moving the other way with speed. We got numbers if we hurry. Good stick by the Little Flyers, and now the puck's coming back the other way. Spittle collects. He's going to go to Fazio with it. Fazio's going to collect. He's looking far side to Pucciarera. Read and picked off by the Little Flyers, but Pucciarera recollects, kicks it out of the feet, and gains the zone. He's going to push this one into the corner and now go to the bench. Gets up over the glass, whistle dead. So we will have a neutral zone face-off, but complete the line change. 2:04 left in the first period. Minucci going to take this offensive zone face-off. Little Flyers put it to their corner and then move it up to the sidewall. Nuccio picks a pocket, tries to get it deep, steps in, passes it to Bryant. Bryant follows it in. It's squeezed by the Little Flyers goaltender. She hangs on to it, and we'll have another offensive zone try from a set piece face off to the right of the Little Flyers goaltender. Nuccio puts this to the sidewall. Bryant in engaged on the battle, and Nuccio keeps it in, but Little Flyers collected. Now they're moving the other way as we over pursued. They have numbers if they hurry. Good back pressure by both the Nuccio and Henry Vince, getting back to collect that puck. And now they're looking to move it, and he moves it to the middle to Ryan Bryant. Ryan Bryant steps and comes back to it, and looking to one-touch it. Maurer collects now. He's going to play it off the far wall or the near wall. No icing as the Little Flyers had a play on it. Waved off, and they move it to the far wall. Move it back behind their own net and look to reset and regroup and move up ice. They play this up. It's kept in at the point momentarily by Winton. Winton collects, plays it back in. Henry Vince did not gain the line. That's blown dead for an automatic offsides. So if you're watching week over week, we played up in Canada. They do not have the automatic rule. You are allowed to tag back up, but we are back playing USA hockey in the AYHL this weekend, and there is a automatic offsides call. So we are stationed for a center ice face-off. Roach wins this to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's hauled down, but it was stick to puck. No trip. Roach will collect. Gets off the boards. It comes 85 feet, and then plays it down the near boards. Skates in after it. Little Flyers will collect and try to get it out of the zone. Gerberbeck putting some pressure on. They push it in the neutral zone. Dannenhauer steps through. He gets across the line. We're onside. He makes a move. Throwing the Brock special. Did not get through. He's engaged in a battle behind the net. 1-on-2. He wins it and trying to throw it to the point. Little Flyers bump the PHC point coverage of Max Roach and Winton. This gets back down. Will collect and use his own net. Play it up the wall to Sauer. Sauer tries to play it back into the center seam to Roach. Little Flyers will collect at their blue line, get their toes up. And Johnny Gerberbeck steps in and intercept that one. He pushes it ahead, gains the line. Sauer goes into the referee. He can't get up. Roach is trying to get them back on side. So he pushes it back. The horn sounds. At the end of the first period, 6-6 in shots. The home team, Philadelphia Little Flyers, hanging on to a 2-1 lead. All righty, we are back for the second period action. Goaltenders move to the far end of the ice. Little Flyer goalie takes her crease, acknowledges the ref. She's ready to go. Coltman Williams already gave his acknowledgement. We got Declan Spittle's line out to start the second period here. Declan wins this one. The car's going to step towards the wall with it. Gets across the blue. Tries to pass. He's got to put that in the corner, but he was looking back to the far side. Nooner steps, holds. Spittle collects and now gets it in. Now Pugnier will collect. They'll re-step. They'll get it. Fazio's going to put it deep, and now we're going to get in after it. So PHC's got to get in after this. Spittle the first there. Pucciarelli's going to step through it. Gets off his stick towards the net. It's in the back of the net. Ah, no, she held. She fell. Goaltender alertly losing the puck for a second, but she lays on it. Keeps it out of the back of the net. Getting her body against that post and closing off any seam that they possibly had. Declan Spittle has an offensive zone draw to the right of the Little Flyer goaltender. We got Pucciarelli coming off the half wall, trying to get in there. Collects the puck, plays it back to Nooner at the point. Nooner trying to play this one forward. It's off a stick. It's going to get to the half wall. Carr's going to get there. He's going to put it deep. Little Flyers will collect behind their own net, and they'll throw it back up the wall. Nooner's going to keep this one, put it back down the wall. Carr collects. Carr's looking. He plays it to Spittle in front. They step to it and get it out. Fazio keeps, and it's get placed to the half wall. Now they move it up. Pucciarelli playing above it. He's going to collect. He's going to move this to Fazio on the far side. Fazio's going to get across the red. He's going to play it deep. And now we got to get in after it. Spittle's going to meet him. Carr's going to step to it. Now Brock's going to collect. Gets past him, but Spittle picks it off above. Spittle collects it. He's looking, trying to play it in front of the car. Off a foot. He collects it in the corner. He's going to leave this behind for Pucciarelli. Now Pucciarelli is going to collect. The other forwards move to the bench for a line change. He plays it out. You got Ryan Bryant and Matt Zanuzio coming off the bench. They both had a touch on it. Bryant collects. He's going to play it to the point. Witten's going to get it. Oh, collects, puts it on the backhand, but now the Little Flyers jump the lane, and they're going to go the other way with it. No stick on it. That was just a Academy Award. Dannenhauer will collect in his own corner. Will play it up the wall. We don't have a winger there. So Anucciok's engaged in the battle. Pucciarelli now gets down there. He's going to collect. Dannenhauer comes out of the scrum with it. He gets his toes up ice, and he's looking to go. He gets past one. He cuts two. He gets into the zone. He's past three, but he's outside the dots. He's looking to play it back in front. No one home. And now the Little Flyers are moving the other way. Maurer will collect this one. He's going to play it back in as Anucciok was knocked off his skates, was unable to clear the zone. That's whistled dead for an automatic offsides. We'll have a center ice face-off. Little Flyers collect this one off the face-off. They're going to try to skate this one. Gets out wide, tries to cut back in. He's met by some blue sweaters. Ryan Bryant collects it. He pushes it forward to Anucciok. It gets past him, and the Little Flyers keep. Henry Vince gets there to push it back out into the neutral zone. Little Flyers collect and try to skate it back in. Maurer pushes it down the wall. It's kept in by the Little Flyers at the point. They play it down the wall. It's into the corner. Maurer's there to contain. Gets on the right side of it, and now he collects. He's going to play it ahead to Vince. Vince chips it off the wall. It's kept in by the Little Flyer at the point. It gets past him now. Now it's pushed out into the neutral zone. Anucciok in on the pressure. Little Flyers throw it back up the wall. That's an ice. Hands go up. Thrown from the wrong side of the red line. So we'll come 200 feet to the right of the Little Flyer goal keep for an offensive zone face-off. Max Roach out to take this draw. He's got Johnny Gerbevec coming off the half wall with Lucas Sauer in front trying to get to the net and create some havoc. Roach looking for Gerbevec. Gerbevec gets through it, hits the ref skates. Gerbevec collects and takes it to the corner. He's hauled down. Ref looked at it. And then we have two PHC guys bumping into each other on the far side. Sauer's going to get up and he's going to keep it deep here. Chipped past him on the wall. Little Flyers collecting. They're looking to go move it. It gets passed into the PHC zone. There's an interference, a little tackle on Gerbevek as he was back checking. That one's missed. But it's played up. Gerbevek tries to chip it off the wall. It gets to Roach. Roach has a step. It's on sides. He's got Sauer with him. Plays it in. Big rebound. Kicked out in front. It's kept in at the point. Dannenhauer steps it in. He's going to walk this one down the wall. He's looking to cut. He opens up. He fires it back across into the body of a Little Flyer. And now the Little Flyers are moving the other way with numbers. Roach with the relentless back pressure, trying to get there. Forces them off sides. They call that one, but Roach picks a pocket, and now he's looking to move it the other way. He's going to get wide. He's cut off. Pushes it up the wall. Sauer trying to get there and support. Little Flyers collect this one, or Nunez collects this one. Plays it back to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer finds Johnny G sitting at the far blue line. He plays it deep, and PHC's looking to go for a line change as the Little Flyers will collect in their own zone and try to move it up. Winton keeps this one at the point. He pushes it forward. Played off the half wall. Putiniero steps off the wall. Plays it forward off the back end of a Little Flyer. Declan Spittle collects, and he buries it in the back of the net. So we got a bounce there. We got pucks going to the net. And as the great one said, what did the great one say? You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So we put pucks to the net, and good things happen when you get bodies going to the net, too. Ensuing center face off. Declan Spittle will take this one. He wins it to Carr's side. Carr bumps his winger, and it gets off to the wall where PHC comes away with it. They play it deep, but it's collected and thrown out by the Little Flyers. Fazio is going to collect this at his own blue line. He's going to play it back forward, and now Spittle's going to get in after it. No ice, saying the Little Flyers had to play on it. Carr playing above it. They slide it up the wall. And now Dannenhauer trying to cut this one off. That's thrown down, but it gets in on Colton Williams' crease. He sticks to the side for Maurer to collect. Maurer's going to try to put this up the wall. Looking for Pucciarello. Pucciarello trying to collect on the wall. He plays it back into the center seam. And now we have Brock Dannenhauer trying to split the D. He gets in, dangles, throws one in, kick save made by the Little Flyer goaltender. Spittle acts like he's going to throw it to the point, but reverses back down into the corner. He puts it far side. Carr's going to try to get there. It's played past him. Pucciarello keeps it on the half wall. It's thrown out to the point. It gets over the PHC stick, and Billy Maurer's now going to collect it as hash marks and use his own net. PHC changes lines. Maurer plays this forward. L-Dog's going to try to get after it. It's played past him on the wall, and it gets back into the neutral zone. And Nuccio putting back pressure on. Steps in front. Interrupts that forecheck, or that forward pressure, allowing his defenseman to collect it and play it back out. That's offsides as the Little Flyers opted for their change. But the door in the second period is below, the offensive door is below the blue line. So he was unable to get onside before touching that puck. Whistle dead for automatic offsides. Max Nuccio trying to collect this one. Ryan Bryant stepping in. He collects it. He makes a move. He's trying to play it across to Vince. Little Flyers pick the pocket and move it the other way. It gets across ice. Vince picks it off. Then they're going to look to move this one. The Little Flyer defenseman looking to go end-to-end with it. Gets outside. Gets around the back of the PHC net. And puck is now on the far wall. Fazio is going to collect this one in the corner. Throws, breaks on. Use the glass, but it's gloved down by the Little Flyers forechecker. He's trying to play it back out in front. It gets across, played in wide of Colton Williams, and Nuccioc's going to collect. He's going to take a step. He's looking for Ryan Bryant. Gets past him, gets out towards the blue line. It's kept in by the Little Flyers. Nuccio fires this one to Bryant again. Bryant now chips this one out in the neutral zone. Nuccioc's line to lay out with it and follow it up. Bounced in and go our way. Little Flyers collect. They get across the line, make a move. They dangle in. They play it back across. Out of harm's way momentarily, but it's played back in front, and Colton Williams makes a sliding save coming left to right in the butterfly with his T-push, kicks that one aside. Maurer will get this one. He'll throw it out into the neutral zone. It's going to go down. Is it going to be an ice? They wave it off. There's no ice. Henry Vince trying to put a body on it and play the puck. Gets there, buys some time, allowing his teammates to come off the bench. Gerbevek looking to the point. Didn't get there. It's thrown out into the neutral zone. Winton will collect. He's going to play this one far side to Vince. Vince picks it off. Roach collects at the blue line. He makes one move. He's got Gerbevek with him. He plays it to Gerbevek. Gerbevek plays it back. Good save made Oh, and it ends up in the back of the net. Plays it off the back of the goaltender. Oh, and now they wave it off. They're gonna conference. So the goaltender made 2 heroic saves there, pushing across, following that puck, and they play it off the back of her into the net. But again, alertly pulling it out of the net. When the referee gets there, he finds it outside the net. Didn't have a view on it. So we stay tied at 2 here. In the mix, though, the Little Flyers appeared to pick up a penalty. So we're man up. This one's played out to Winton. At the point, he fires it towards the net. Stick to side, in on the goaltender. She kept her eyes on it the whole way. Glove it and slows things down. So we're on the power play. Again, brought to you by SLPK, Counting and Advisors. Roach to take this one with Johnny Gerberbeck unmarked on the half wall. Gets out to the point. Dannenhauer collects. He's trying to play at the Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's going to collect this one and put it into the corner, but he's met with resistance on the half wall. Roach is going to come off the wall, whether he gets his eyes up, looking to move it, steps through traffic, and the Little Flyers are going to collect this one and move the other way. Relentless back pressure by Roach, though, allows Sauer to collect and put it back into the zone. Little Flyers are going to play far side. Dannenhauer is going to step and meet this pressure in the neutral zone. Gerberbeck collects. He plays it off the wall. We got a 3-on-0 developing. Unable to get the puck across. Fucciero plays it back out in front. Puck is bouncing around. Gerberbeck tries to elevate this one. Blocker save made by the Little Flyer goaltender. Dannenhauer collects. He pulls up. He's at the hash mark. Regains his feet. Tries to play it back to the point where his point man was pinching to try to collect it for him, and the Little Flyers are moving the other way. This one's going to be played ahead and down into the corner, allowing PHC to back pressure and get there. Sal Pucciero, he collects. He's going to get, Logan, he's going to skate this one. He gets across. He cuts in. He's on the backhand. Plays it towards the net. Save made. Collects it behind the net. Plays it to the point. Fazio's going to get it. He's going to fire towards the net. Sticked aside by the Little Flyer defenders, and they're looking to push forward. Declan Spittle coming off the bench, keeps this one in. Gerberbeck's going to collect. He's trying to step inside the dots. He toe drags, plays it in front, and Spittle collects the rebound, and he buries it. Very good puck pursuit, very good puck protection, very good crashing the net. So we get pucks to the net, bodies to the net, and they bury it. 3-2 with 6:02 left in the second period here. Declan Spittle's line out. L-Dog using the boards. He hops over the boards. Spittle's going to win this one. The Carr's going to step to the red line. He's going to put it deep. And now we're going to get in after him. We got Declan Spittle with a head of steam. He's going to get to it. He gets there first. He wins the puck. He's trying to play the Carr. Plays the Carr. Oh, Carr was set up in the shot, but a stick by the Little Flyer defender pushes this one out. It's kept in at the point by Fazio. Spittle's bumped off the puck and then meets him at the far side. Pucciero playing above it, holds it, trying to come off the boards with it. Little Flyers collect, and they're moving the other way with numbers. They get across the blue line. They play it back across. Good stick by Fazio. Carr's there in support. Plays it ahead to Spittle. Spittle trying to get off the boards with it. Little Flyers collect along the far boards, but Pucciero steps in now, and he's going to get through. He's going to get in across the blue line. Driving wide on the backhand. He's trying to buy time for the change. He's got Anuccio coming. Pulls up. Tries to play it forward. Doesn't get good wood on it. Nooner's going to step in and try to hold it at the blue line. He's going to collect it in the neutral zone. He's trying to play it back down the wall. He's met with white jersey resistance. Little Flyers collect, and they're going to come off the wall with it. They're going to get across PHC's line to get to the top of the circle. They're met by Nunez. Nunez holding them outside the dot, forcing them behind the net. Little Flyers go behind the net. They play it back out in front. They get through. Huge left pad save by Colton Williams, staying with the puck the whole way. Little Flyers keep at the point. We're running around a bit here. They step in, they fire, changes directions a couple times. Whistle dead. Colton Williams makes not one but two stops on that one. Referee lost sight of the puck as it ended up in the far corner. But anyway, stays out of the back of Williams' net. We'll get a defensive zone draw here to the left of Williams. PHC coach is opting for a change of personnel, a little shift change. We got Max Roach out to take this defensive zone draw with Gerbevec and Sauer up front. We got Josh Fazio and Big Mike Winton on the back end. That's one back to the little flyer point. They keep it, they move it forward, but Roach reads the pass off the wall and he picks it up. He's going to skate. He gets through the neutral zone. He's outside the dots. He's trying to cut back in. He's hooked aside. Puck is loose. Little Flyers will collect, and now they're moving the other way. It's a 2-on-2. We got Roach and back pressure support. It's played aside. Fazio collects this one and chips it forward. Roach gets to it. Unable to collect, and it's thrown back into the PHC zone. Good step by Mike Winton. Stop the threat. Sauer collects, and he looks far side. He got Johnny G. Johnny G has some white ice. He gets across the blue line. He's looking to cut back in. He plays the Roach. Tree through. Gets through to Sauer. Little Flyers able to collect and chip forward. Tap in by Fazio momentarily. Tap in at the point again. He loses an edge, and now we're moving the other way, but Roach there in back support to cover and collect. He's hauled down. Nothing called. The whistles are staying in the pocket today. Maurer with a good stick, and he steps through it. Steps through the body. Nothing called. I muted. I didn't mute it though. Someone see if you can still hear me. Can you hear me? So we're in between periods here. 15 minutes left. 3-2 coming into this last period. In a tight, fast and furious game. We expect a third period. Highly contested hockey. Need to get in after the puck. Stay with us. We'll be back with you shortly. We're back for the third period. We're underway. Roach collects and plays it forward past the little flyer defender. It gets in deep. Played up the boards. Roach collects. It's going to get wide. Tries to play it back in. Little flyer loses the edge. It's played back to the side of the net. They collect behind their own net. They play it forward. Roach trying to play this one up. Nunez steps into the blue line. He plays it forward. Puck's bouncing around a bit. It's thrown back out in the neutral zone. Yell anymore. Move away. Little Flyers collecting their own zone. They're trying to play it out into the center seam. Gerbervek steps to it. Roach collects, tips it back to Gerbervek. Gerbervek puts it deep. And now he looks to go to the bench for a line change. Little Flyers will collect behind their own net. Roach gets there, forcing them to push it back the other way. Little Flyers collect. They play it out in front. And now they have a 16 skates wide, angled off and contained by Max Roach. Mauer's going to step to it. 2-on-2. This one's tied up in the corner. Getting low, trying to win this puck battle. It's pushed up the wall. Bucciero collects, trying to chip past. Little Flyers are going to stick on it. Push back outside. It bounces out in front of the house. Puck's bouncing around. Sauer gets to it. He chips it into the neutral zone. Met by a Little Flyer coming off the bench. Roach collects. Now he gets his toes up. He's got a seam. But looking at the end of his line, he gets to the blue line, dumps it deep, looking for a line change. We've got Spittle and Carr coming off the bench now. Little Flyers will collect and play it up. Fazio keeps momentarily, gets past him. And now we have Carr back to cut that one off. Winton steps to this one in the center. He's going to play it off the far wall. And Spittle's going to try to get to this one. Spittle collects at the blue line. He steps in. He's trying to play it across. He collects. Fires back towards the net. It hits a stick. Stays outside. It's played up the wall. Carr cuts it off. Pucciero gets there in support. Good stick. Keeps it. Carr plays it down towards the net. Little Flyers will collect and move it to the far side. Flip it out in the neutral zone, and they're trying to play it head. Winton steps through it, intercepts that one. Plays it back up the wall. Pucciarello trying to get off the wall with it. Little Flyers win this one and push it deep. Winton collects in the corner. Pushes it up the wall. Little Flyers pick it off. They try to play it back across. Carr's going to get to this one. He's trying to hit the center seam. Plays it out to Pucciarello. Pucciarello collects this one. He gets across the red. Drags past the second one. Met with resistance at the blue line. And now the Little Flyers are coming the other way. PHC in a line change. They play it forward. They gain the zone. They fire it. It's gloved and held on to by Colton Williams. Will slow it down. Take a defensive zone face off to his right. Max Anucciok out. Take this defensive draw, trying to put it in the corner. Everyone knows their assignments. The puck is pushed towards the front of the net. We bump the lanes. Nunez gets to it. Loses the puck. The Little Flyers looking to play it back in front. They play it in. Backhanded in towards Williams. Dannenhauer collects, plays the puck out to the wall. It's pushed up to the Little Flyers point. They collect. They play it back down the wall. Dannenhauer's going to step to this one. Knocks a player off the puck, allowing Bryant to get to it. Bryant's going to get his head up. Gets to the blue line, and plays it out into the neutral zone. It's picked off by the Little Flyers. They're coming the other way. Dannenhauer trying to surf the puck play. Gets a stick to it, but the Little Flyers gain the line. Far down. We are tied here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-3 with 11:27 left in the third period. So we got Max Roach's line out. Lucas Sauer to his left, Johnny Gerberbeck to his right. We got Billy Maurer and Josh Fazio on the blue line for the ensuing center ice faceoff. Now we're in a ball game. Roach wins this one back to Maurer. It's going to get out to the boards. Mauer's going to collect. He's going to push it back up the boards. Sauer trying to push it off the wall. Pushes it forward. Little Flyers will get back after this one. Bring it around to the far side. They'll collect. Play it forward into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Fazio collects. Trying to play it back forward, but the Little Flyers read it. They step in. They gain the line. Play it across. Play it back in front in the give-and-go situation. Good body position. Good stick by Josh Fazio. Little Flyers step in. Intercept that one. Fire it in on Colton Williams. He makes a blocker save. Gets up the wall. Kept in by the point. Roach is going to collect this one. He's going to turn. He's going to go. He's got Gerberbeck ahead of him. He's going to skid. He's across the red. He's across the blue. Makes a move. Stick to side. Push back. He's looking to play it in front. Puck's bouncing around. It gets through. No one home. And now the Little Flyers moving it the other way. Little Flyers back into the neutral zone. They play it across. Billy Mauer's going to play inside the dots. He's going to contain. They play it back across where it's into Max Roach. Reading this one. He gets off the wall with it. Plays it in the center seam. Gerberbeck trying to get a stick on it. Unable to do so. Sauer's going to collect and try to play it deep, but it's picked off by the Little Flyer defender. Sauer collects. He's waiting for Gerberbeck to get through. Unable to clear the zone. It's played back in. Automatic offsides. Now we got Declan Spittle's line. The referees are saying that's an intentional offside, so it'll come back down to the defensive zone to the right of Colton Williams. Declan Spittle will take this draw, trying to go to the corner with it. Spittle contains. Dannenhauer steps through, collects the puck. He's going to stop behind his own net. Plays it out in front. Winton collects. He pushes it back to Dannenhauer. Now Dannenhauer has a head of steam. He gets across the blue, the red, the blue. He's in. He's got one to beat. Gets around him. He loses it in his feet. And now the Little Flyers are coming the other way with it. They chip it forward. Winton's going to step over, collect this one. They play it up to Spittle. Spittle gets his head up. He plays it across, looking for Puniero. Gets out ahead of him. Little Flyers collect this one. Gain the zone. Trying to play it back across. Puniero cuts it off. He's going to play it far side. Gets behind Spittle, and Spittle's going to get after it. Little Flyers play it back forward. They collect. They're trying to make a move at the line. Lose it in their feet, and it's played forward. Spittle trying to get to it. Puniero picks it off. He's going to turn and go with it. He gets into the zone. Hauled down. Loses an edge, and now the Little Flyers move the other way. They're going to try to chip it past Nunez. Nunez gets a stick on it. Momentarily contained it, but it's played back across Carr, good back pursuit, lifting the stick, unable to get a shot off there. And now it's played forward. Spittle to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer steps across the line. He shoots. Save made. Held onto. It gets actually into the corner. It's not held onto. Plays it back out in front. Played aside. Doesn't get in on the Little Flyer goalkeep. Pucciarero kept in. Now he steps off the wall with it back to the dot. He turns. He fires. That gets into the corner. Ryan Bryant trying to play above it and pick this one off. He does. He chips it back in. Gets back up the wall. Wearing a line change. Nooner will collect. Play it across to Fazio coming off the bench. Fazio's going to put this up the center seam to Spittle. It gets past him, but Ryan Bryant had a step. Little Flyers get to it first and play it back into the PHC zone. Nunez is going to take them time to go around to his net. He's going to play it high off the boards. They're trying to chip this one out. Pucciarero gets it into the neutral zone. Spittle's in after it. Pucciarero stays in support, tips it forward to Spittle. Now Spittle has a step. He gets across the blue. He's got Ryan Bryant with him. Tries to drop it to him. Ryan Bryant got a little deep there. Little Flyers pick it off and try to move it the other way. Fazio collects in the neutral zone. He plays it back across for Henry Vince. Henry Vince steps to it, pushes it past one. It's collected and pushed up. Now Anucciok's in on it. He's got a burst of steam. He's trying to meet the Little Flyer behind the net. It's played up the wall. Vince comes off the wall with it. He plays it in front. Puck's bouncing around, trying to find it. Little Flyers collect, and they're moving the other way. They flip the ice, and now we got a one-on-one. Maurer and the Little Flyer, they get to the top of the circle. They fire it in wide to Colton Williams. Bryant's going to get there. He's going to use good body position. He gets out into the neutral zone. Good forecheck. Good anticipation by Matt Sanuccio. Cuts that one off, but the Little Flyers use some extra ice and then reverse it back up the wall, and they gain the PHC line now. Fazio meets them. Little Flyer meets them in support. Fazio collects, puts it up the wall to Bryant. Bryant's looking cross ice. He finds Henry Vince. Henry Vince has a step. He's going to collect this one off the wall. He's going to reverse up. He loses an edge, and now the Little Flyers are coming the other way, coming off the bench in a line change. Good back pressure by Max Anuccio. Anuccio trying to collect, but the Little Flyers step through. They step into the PHC zone. They turn. They fire. That's fired in. Good save and held on to by Colton Williams. We have a defensive zone face-off now for Max Roach to the left of Colton Williams. 3-3 game, 6:50 left to go on this one. Puck is dropped. Roach wins this to the corner. Witten's going to get there. He's going to come around his net with it. Collects the puck, gets back to his forehand, plays it ahead to Sauer. Sauer's looking for Gerbervec on the far side. He's going to get across the red line. He's going to play it deep behind the Little Flyer net. Roach gets there. He's looking for support. Sauer gets in second support. Roach collects it. He's going to turn back in front, fires it to the net. It's kicked aside and played out towards the wall. Little Flyers will play it out of their zone. Now we have two defensemen going after it on the same wall. Witten will collect, play it far side. Roach now applying the forward pressure. Gerbervec's going to step to it. He's going to chip it in. They whistle it off. I thought they tagged up, but whistled offsides. I'm wondering if the black shoulders of the Little Flyer, this is just a wonder, is confusing the referees a little bit there, thinking it's a blue jersey that was down on the ice, as I thought they were all tagged up on sides. But they whistle it dead for offsides. Neutral zone faceoff will go back at it. Roach pushes this one forward. The Little Flyers jump the lane, and they're going to come the other way with it. Little Flyers get across the blue line. They're in, make a move. They turn, they fire wide of Colton. It's played up the wall. Gerbervec's going to collect. He's going to play it up the wall on his backhand. Little Flyers will collect this one, trying to buy some time, finding the right guy to move it to. They push it forward, gets across the blue line, trying to play it back into the center of the house, but contained and kept outside by Max Roach. Now Gerbervec's going to pick up the puck that bounced out of the neutral zone. Gerbervec makes a move. He gets past one. He's on the backhand, fires it into the back of the net. Again, shooting to where he came from. Had the goalie moving from left to right, maybe overcommitted, slid past her midpoint, and Gerbervec slides it in with a backhand deposit. Puts the puck in the back of the net. 5:31 left. Spittle chips this one side. Dannenhauer's going to collect. Gets across the red, gets across the blue. He turns and fires a clap bomb in on net. Rebounds there. Goaltender able to sit on that one and hang on to it. No extracurricular. We'll have an offensive zone face-off. I would have thought that one was to the left of the Little Flyer goaltender since the shot came from that, but I guess the save was made on the right side. They move it to her right. Spittle wins this one to Carr. Carr trying to chip it forward. It gets past them, and now the Little Flyers are moving the other way. Puncher with good back pressure separates the Little Flyer from the puck, allowing Dannenhauer to collect it. Dannenhauer is going to play this one far side to Puncher. Puncher has a step. He gains the line. He makes a move, turns, fires it to the net. It's kicked aside into the corner. Carr's going to get there. He's going to play it behind the Little Flyer net. Logan's going to play above this one. He's going to step to it, but the Little Flyers get the steam. And now Declan Spittle stepping to it, gets a stick up on the ankles, and they call a trip. As he was playing with his stick up ice, trying to not let them get the speed. So with 4:50 left in this one, we'll be in a short-handed situation. Max Manuzio called upon to kill this one off with Winton and Fazio on the back end. We need to get pucks out and protect the house. This one gets past Roach. Roach collects. He turns, but he's picked off at the top. Little Flyers collect. They throw a backhander towards the net and stick the side by Winton. It's into the corner. Roach is going to, Anuncio steps to it. Comes back, it's fired in by the point, it's gloved aside, and then played out into the neutral zone. Anuncio gets a stick on it, but the Little Flyers will collect, they'll gain the zone. They got a 2-on-1 developing, it's played across, it's fired, it hits the crossbar, stays out of the back of the net. Anuncio gets to it, but tries to throw it up the wall, doesn't get good wood on it. Now Roach steps through it. It gets out, no, it's kept in at the point. Little Flyers play it forward. They have numbers. They play it down the wall. Playing it back across, Fazio contains and keeps it out to the wall. Manuzio gets a good stick. And now it is, Winton steps to it in the front, and he's going to play this one off the wall, and it gets back past the Little Flyers defender. They're going to go back and collect it at their own blue line and look to move it right back up ice. They push it forward, a one-touch pass. They gain the line. Roach picks it off. He plays it back out in the neutral zone. Little Flyers will collect in their own zone. Lose an edge, but they're supporting players there, pick it up and move it back into the neutral zone. They move in. Dannenhauer steps to it. He pushes it ahead to Puncherero. Puncherero going to get off to it. They play it far side to the Little Flyers. Little Flyers are going to step into the zone. Net with blue jerseys. They play it forward. Dannenhauer's going to collect in front of his own net. He's going to take it into the corner. He plays it back forward. Trying to step forward. Picked off by the Little Flyers. They play it back in front. Bouncing around. And now Brock Dannenhauer pushes it forward to Johnny Gerberbeck coming off the bench for the player coming out of the penalty box. Gerberbeck's met on the far boards with some resistance. Little Flyers have 3. PHC had 3. Little Flyers come out of the scrum with it. Trying to get past Dannenhauer. He steps up and holds the blue line. Roach picks this one off, and now he's got a step. He's going to get in. He's on the left-handed side. He cuts across the top of the house. He fires. Oh, Little Flyer defenseman wearing that one for his team. Gets behind the net. The Little Flyers will pick it up. Push it up the wall. Dannenhauer's going to step. He's going to walk down the wall with it. He's met with some traffic and some resistance. Little Flyers collect, and they're trying to move it the other way. Good read by Gerberbeck, and then Spittle coming off the bench. He collects it in the neutral zone. He steps into the line. He makes a move. He gets around. He fires it. Good save made. Puck ends up in the corner. Puncherero in after it. Spittle in support, gains the puck. Looking to play it in front. Puck's bouncing around. Carr gets a stick on it, and it's in the back of the net. So, hey, puck bouncing around. They move it to the front. Good things happen as we have players and bodies with their momentum going to the net. They know one was Carr. So 5-3. Extended lead. 2:14 left in the third period. And we got D squared taking over the show here. We got Dan and Dan. Double deuces. Rather than D squared, we're going to go double deuces. Dan Shaw on the camera today for the third period. Manuzio in after this one. Little Flyers push it forward. Maurer steps in and keeps it momentarily. Little Flyers are going to gain control, and they're going to look to move the other way. Fazio keeps him outside the dots. He's trying to match speed. Good stick. Contains Little Flyer. Puck carrier. Plays it back to the point. It's thrown in. Big save by Colton Williams. The puck is flat. It's there. Minuccio collects. He plays it ahead to Ryan Bryant. Ryan Bryant hits Henry Vince on the far wall. Vince gets across the red line. He plays it deep into the Little Flyer zone, and they're looking for a full line change here. Max Roach coming off the bench with a head of steam. Little Flyers get their toes up, trying to get the speed. They play it out in the neutral zone. It's picked off by Roach. Roach is going to collect this one on the near wall. He plays it ahead to Gerbervac. Gerbervac collects. He plays it deep. And now we're looking to get in after it. Little Flyers will collect. They'll try to come back up the wall with it. Witten's going to step and keep. That's played in behind the Little Flyer net. Sauer cuts that one off, and it's played up the wall. Dannenhauer puts the pressure on. Roach keeps it at the blue line. He steps in. He's at the top of the house. He turns. He fires. Hits a couple bodies. Oh, I thought it ended up in the back of the net, but it didn't. Laws of physics getting in the way there. It hit something and changed directions. Stayed out of the back of the net. Dannenhauer collects this one in the corner. He steps off the wall with it. Little Flyers now gain control. Roach doing his best, and he keeps it in at the blue line. Dannenhauer will collect in the corner. He plays it in front. Puck is loose. Paddled back in and covered by the Little Flyer goaltender. With 46.2 left, PHC hanging on to a 5-3 lead. Let's stay away from this, boys. So huge offensive zone faceoff here. Little Flyers opting for a timeout. Players will collect at their respective benches. Stay with us for 30 seconds or so, and we'll be back. All right, we're back. 46.2 clicks left on the clock. PHC nursing a 5-3 lead. We'll have an offensive zone face-off. I'm sure the Little Flyers trying to draw up a play to gain puck possession, pass that puck, and then try to get their goalie to follow them out up ice to put some late pressure on here. PHC needs to stay calm. They need to stay reserved. They need to just play above it, keep pucks deep. Constantly be aware of that cross-ice pass. Don't let anything flip. We're looking to not allow any odd man rushes the other way on Coltman Williams. So they come out with Declan Spittle between Max Roach, Max Minuccio, and then we got Josh Fazio and Brock Dannenhauer at the point. Spittle won that one forward. He gets it. He pushes behind the net. Minuccio's going to collect this one. He's going to look to play it in front of Roach. Puck bounces off a stick, and now the Little Flyers are going the other way. They get the speed. We got Fazio retreating, but he gets a stick on it. Dannenhauer's going to step to it. He's going to get around his net. He's going to try to move it. No, he's going to reverse back. Plays it off the wall to himself, and now plays it up the wall. Gets past Roach. Little Flyers will collect, throw it to the net. It's gloved aside by Declan Spittle. Spittle's going to get to it. He's going to play it into the center seam. It's held on to at the blue line, but Roach with the second effort gets it in the neutral zone. Dannenhauer collects. Now Minuccio has a stick on it. Minuccio steps through traffic and plays it deep. Little Flyers will collect. They do have a 6-man on. And the horn sounds. PHC 2015s hang on to this tightly contested, fast and furious AY battle. Cross Bridge rival. 5-3 victory. Stay with us. We'll see you next week on the island.